Have you ever asked yourself, what if this life is just a game? You came here on Earth in this body from somewhere, with nothing, and you will leave this body in a certain period also with nothing. No matter what you achieve, you will leave it behind. What if you came here just to test yourself to see what you are capable of achieving? What if you came here to learn how to master this reality and to bring this knowledge with you? How would you know it's a game if nobody told you? If you want to learn how to achieve, how to manifest, then this video is for you. Can you teach your body to understand how your future will feel before it happens? Usually, people need something exciting or thrilling to get their attention or to learn something new. This makes them depend on outside things to control how they feel. But here's a different idea. Instead of waiting for something to happen, go inside yourself and feel grateful for it beforehand. You might think, but I can't feel it yet because it hasn't happened. That's just the old way of thinking. If you can make your heart and mind work together smoothly, you can imagine your future self and feel those emotions right now. Feeling thankful before you're healed can start the healing process. Feeling abundant or deserving before you're wealthy can actually attract wealth. And loving yourself and life can bring love from others. It's like a natural law. If you wait for things to change outside of you before you feel better, you'll be stuck in a loop. Some people get stuck because they don't make changes themselves. Saying, when this happens, then I'll be happy, is a common mistake. Instead, try feeling the emotion before the experience. When your heart and mind are in sync, they create a powerful magnetic field that can affect the world around you, kind of like a Wi-Fi signal. With a focused mind, you can send your thoughts out through this field. Emotions usually come after an experience, right? Well, the science of epigenetics tells us that emotions can actually change our biology before we have the experience. So, if you feel something strongly before it happens, you're actually changing yourself at a deep level. Even people who are new to meditation can see changes in their bodies after just a week of practice. They start to see things differently. Breaking old habits involves paying attention to your thoughts and reactions. You learn to be still and observe how your surroundings affect you. And how do you do all this? It's simple. Meditation. Forget any preconceived notions you have about it. The goal is to access your subconscious and change it while staying fully aware of yourself. When you take charge of your thoughts, beliefs, actions, and feelings, instead of letting them run on autopilot, you break free from your old self and become a new version of yourself. That's what we teach people to do. It might feel tough at first, but with practice, you'll get the hang of it. The trick is to focus on your heart. Where you put your attention, your energy follows. The heart can release chemicals that help your body heal and grow. Keep at it, and it's like your heart starts to blossom. When you feel love, your heart reacts physically. It opens up, pumping blood and oxygen. You feel a love so deep, words can't describe it. It's like taking a beautiful journey into your own heart. In Tibetan, meditation means getting to know yourself. So I use the term meditation to mean watching and improving yourself. To really understand something, you need to spend time observing and learning. The key to making any change is moving from just doing something to doing it while also watching yourself. Picture athletes or performers like golfers, skiers, or singers. When they want to get better, they watch videos of themselves to see what they're doing well and what needs fixing. You can't change something about yourself if you don't see what your old and new ways look like. So, it's crucial to let go of old habits and become familiar with both your old and new selves. You have to pay close attention and catch any automatic thoughts, emotions, or actions. Your brain's frontal lobe helps you do this. You can observe yourself and decide what you need to change to make your life better. The first step is choosing to leave behind the old you and make room for a new version with fresh thoughts, actions, and behaviors. For instance, if you want to be happy, You have to stop dwelling on negative thoughts and feeling down. If you want to be rich, you need to stop doing things that keep you broke. And if you want to be healthy, you've got to ditch unhealthy habits. To achieve this, you need to block out distractions from the outside world, calm your mind, and forget about time. This way, you can focus on your thoughts and feelings. When you pay attention to your unconscious thoughts and bring them into awareness, you're meditating. Getting to know yourself is a kind of meditation. When you look at your old self from a distance, you gain more control over it. Once you're aware of it, you can start to break away from those old habits and change them. By consciously stopping your old ways of thinking and acting, your brain rewires itself and you send different signals to your genes. That's how you stop being your old self. We've seen this happen with new meditators. In just a week, their bodies change a lot. These changes come from inside them, not from anything outside. Your thoughts and feelings can really change your body chemistry and affect your life. Your aim is to become a new version of yourself, a new way of being. Now think about this. If you become a new person, you're essentially becoming someone else, right? The way you used to think, feel, and act shape the life you have now. Simply put, who you are as a person shapes your own reality. And remember, your reality is based on how you think, feel, and act. By changing each of these things in a new way, you're not only creating a new version of yourself, but also a completely different reality. Your new personality should naturally lead to a different life. Imagine if someone named John suddenly decided to be called Steve and started thinking, acting, and feeling like Steve instead of John. That would definitely lead to a different life. Here's another example. Once, while I was speaking in California, a woman came up to me upset, asking, "Why am I not living in Santa Fe?" I calmly replied, "Because the person who just spoke to me lives in Los Angeles. The person who would live and is already living in Santa Fe is completely different from who you are right now." From a quantum perspective, this new personality is the perfect starting point for creating something new. This fresh identity isn't tied to old situations that keep bringing the same circumstances into your life. So, it's the ideal place to imagine a new destiny. We hold the power to decide who we are moment by moment. If we wish to transform our lives, we must first transform ourselves. It's crucial to be mindful of our thoughts, actions, and emotions. If we find ourselves slipping into old habits, we can correct course. Ultimately, it's about evolving into a new version of ourselves, someone who matches the vision of our desired future. This means rewiring our thoughts and emotions. Rather than dwelling on what hasn't happened yet, we should strive to feel as if our desired future is already a reality. When we can consistently generate this feeling, we're on the path to mastering our lives. This process is open to anyone, regardless of their beliefs or background. Our ego can serve us well when it's balanced. It helps us make sensible decisions like stepping away from a dangerous fire or cliff. However, stress hormones can sometimes send our ego into overdrive, leading to self-centeredness, selfishness, and anxiety. This can disconnect us from others and harm our health. Stress can even make us physically unwell. So can we trade fear, anger, and stress for positive emotions? Can we learn to manage our emotions and maintain a healthy state of being? In a good state, we're less selfish and more considerate of others. We feel connected to the world, like part of a community. This is the future we should strive for. To reach this future, we must learn to regulate ourselves and remain in a positive state, especially during tough times. It's like training an animal to behave well. We need to transcend our body's automatic reactions and habits. By doing so, we release energy and become more present, less consumed by negative thoughts. We diminish our ego and become less self-centered. In turn, we inspire others to do the same, fostering positive change in the world. Thus, the key to changing the world lies in working on ourselves, striving to be better, and consistently showing up as our best selves, even amidst adversity. Having tools to navigate life's challenges is invaluable in this pursuit.